Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Miss Wangoi Mwithathi, and on today's episode, I will be talking about 12 things to never share online. You need to protect your privacy. The number one thing you should never share online is your full address, especially in these digital times. Don't share the precise location you live in, because this exposes you to theft and unwanted visits. Nowadays, we don't want visitors. So to protect yourself from that, stop sharing your address. Don't share your address on social media. Share only with people you trust or people you can trust. Try to keep it off public sites for your own safety and for the safety of your family in case you don't live alone. Nowadays, the world is so spoiled. Try and practice safety. It may look like it's something small, but it's very, very important. Don't share your phone number unless it's a business line. I'm talking about a personal line. This is a unique contact number linked to you. Don't share it online. When you share it online, you'll be putting yourself up for vulnerability. You'll become vulnerable to spam, or you can be hacked. Avoid posting your phone number on public profiles. Share only with close contacts. And when you're using platforms, use privacy mode. Especially young people, don't share these things. Another thing you don't share is your financial information. Why would you do that? But anyway, some people like bragging and showing off, so you wonder what they get from that. We live in different times. Don't share your bank details, your card number, your account number, and stuff like that with people or especially online. When you do this, you become prone to fraud and unauthorized transactions. Avoid saving your information on public computers. You know the way they give you that option of save, and then you unconsciously just click save. Hey, you don't have any money in your accounts. Financial privacy is very crucial. Even the amount you get, like for instance, don't tell people how much you're getting paid. You'll attract the wrong kind of people. People follow you because of that money. Or you got a deal. Don't tell people. Keep it to yourself. People are very envious out here. If you have to buy something online, like for instance on Amazon or any site, and you have to use your card, do this only on secure sites. And if you feel the site is not secure, always get a card for that purpose only. That you only, if you're buying something worth $500, that's how much you put into that card. No more, no less. You transact and you'll feel safer. That's what I do. I don't have to worry. So for the other accounts, I keep them private. If I have to put in my information to purchase something online, I use a different card. Another thing you need to keep to yourself is personal documentation. IDs, passports, birth certificate. There's a reason why our mothers used to hide them under the mattress to keep them safe. These are documents that verify your identification. Sharing these kind of documents could lead to identity theft. I heard of someone who left, I don't know which country it was. They were flying to a different country only for them to be stopped. He was told to go back to his country because apparently the information, his name and credentials were used to commit crime, and he didn't even have time to say that it was his first time to visit that country, and it was so bad. So this person was denied entry because his identity was stolen and someone used his information to commit a crime. So avoid posting these things online. Only trusted entities should have access. Other than that, keep them private. Another thing you need to keep to yourself is your location. Your location in real time, like live location, the way people are used to sharing live location, even in a group setup. Stop. Nowadays, you can't even tell what people are thinking. So stop. Don't ever share where you are at any given moment. Don't. Unless you're meeting up with someone and you can share with that person. But try and avoid it. Stalkers or criminals can misuse this information. You can be putting yourself in danger and you don't know. It's good for close friends and family, but risky in public. So always turn off location for non-essential apps. Another thing you need to keep to yourself is your personal plans and your schedules. Why are you telling people what you're doing, where you're going? Don't tell people about your upcoming plans or out of home schedule. This can attract thieves or burglars into your house because they know you're not there, nobody's at home. This simply tells burglars you're not around. Avoid sharing information or photos until you return. That way they can't do anything about it. But not only for that purpose. Sometimes you hear people have like bad energy, bad vibes. You tell someone about a good plan and then it backfires. So to avoid all these things, just keep it to yourself. It is safer to share these things after you're done with them. If you are traveling, let people know after you are back, you've come back. If you want to build a house, let people know after you're done building. If you're receiving money, don't let people know. Invest or use that money and do something and then be telling them stories. Oh, there's a time I received. They can't do anything about it. They can't even borrow you that money because you've spent it. You no longer have that money. Okay? So it's for your own benefit, actually. Keep it to yourself. This also goes hand in hand with sharing work details or your salary. Don't discuss your salary or your work details with people. Some work information are confidential. You could get fired for even saying some things. So don't share job information and details, especially income details. Even relatives, don't try tell them how much money you get because they will plan that money for you. You'll end up wondering, my money, how did my money become your money? And some people you can't fight them. So the fault is yours because you're the one who went and opened your mouth and told them. So avoid that. Sharing these kinds of information can create envy, scams, or data misuse. Don't ever post something like your payslip online. Also, sensitive info like your job description. Some places, some people don't mind, but for me, I feel it's best if people don't know you that much. Msiingiane na watu sana, hiyo mtu anasikia na kujua sana and then it brings disrespect. Be mysterious. Let them know you work at a certain place, but beyond that, we don't know. Don't share your job specifics with other people. Remember, privacy protects you and your job. Don't be caught unawares. You're talking about a company and then you find yourself, you have a breach of contract. We won't be able to help you. We will just sit back and watch you from a distance. In short, we're just trying to tell people to keep their mouths shut and keep things to themselves. Confidential work info can be misinterpreted or misused. So avoid talking about it. Another info you don't need to share is about your family and your children. Any personal info about your family or children, don't post them online. You might be putting them at risk of kidnapping or identity theft, even stalking at some point. Avoid sharing children's activities, schools, and stuff like that online. Limited sharing of this information keeps them safe, especially if you're wealthy. And that's why you'll find a lot of wealthy people, you don't know their relatives. They try and keep them as safe as possible. We don't want to draw negative attention or the wrong attention towards themselves. So protect your family and children online. Another thing you don't need to share online is your relationship details. These things are supposed to be personal. Even some of us, we don't want to know. We actually don't care. Why are you telling us? Like, there's so many other things you can even talk about or you can post online, but you're coming to post your spouse. Really? It's becoming boring. Posting information about your romantic life. Don't do it. You'll simply invite unwanted and unsolicited advice. You know, people have a tendency of thinking you guys can't think for yourselves. So we will think for you guys, and this and this and this is what we think. But you brought it upon yourself when you post these things online. You also invite envy in your relationship. Avoid revealing too much about your spouse. Actually, there are some spouses, if they know you're posting them, that's the end of you people as a couple. So avoid posting your spouse online. Keep your relationship private. Share sparingly. Very sparingly. Another thing you should never be caught off guard sharing online are your passwords and security logins. You know those security answers? Don't share them online. These are sensitive information that secures accounts. So unless you want your accounts to be accessed by several people, keep them private. Cybercriminals can use this information for access. Never ever be caught off guard sending passwords online. Never post or send passwords publicly. Passwords and security answers and logins, they protect your accounts from hacking. So use Secure Password Manager instead. Another thing you never share online is your health information. This is private, medical, or health status. Don't share it with people. It can be misused or can be used to discriminate against you. And you see, it will be your fault. You're the one who put the information out there for everybody to see. Avoid posting sensitive health updates. It will protect your privacy and your mental health. Because if these people get that information and they start treating you differently and they start mistreating you and discriminating against you, you will feel it as a human being. It will affect you. So avoid this at all costs. Limit what you share about health issues online. Be very, very careful. And you know the way people like blowing things out of proportion. So don't do it. The last thing I think you should never share online is opinions that could be misinterpreted or unverified rumors. Kwanza, for unverified rumors, you know, you could be told even you are the one who started those rumors. So avoid. Stop sharing those to funny personal beliefs. Keep them to yourself. Just because you believe this and this about this person, don't go talking about it. You might be digging your own grave and you don't know. This can lead to backlash or loss of opportunities for you. So as much as you're entitled to your opinions, some opinions, you keep them to yourself. Not everyone is ready for your two opinions. Huh? You need to think and think again before you actually open your mouth. Don't be too, yes, you're entitled to your opinions, but tread carefully. Avoid political, controversial, or unverified posts. They can end you in so much trouble. They can end you in big trouble. When you avoid that, it protects your online reputation. So be very careful what you post. You might post something like 5 years ago and then it ends up biting your ass 10 years after or 10 years later. So be very careful about the things you post online. Don't destroy yourself. You might think these things are small, but they have big repercussions. Don't take this for granted. Okay? Be mindful of your digital footprints. Remember, the internet never forgets. So, my question to you today is, which of these privacy tips was new to you? Let me know in the comment section. Well, I hope this helps someone. Try and be private as much as possible. That's it for us today. If you'd like to see more videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll be notified once we upload another new video. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.